MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with this off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out, this guy could get better really fast.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 107.
And now this misses as well, as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. The temperature here at game time still definitely on the cool side. 51 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
No, ball.
Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. His prior history versus this arm, he's totaled 4 hits in 21 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
3-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
So coming to the plate, Javier Baez. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Senzel is there, 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Victor Caratini. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Here it comes, 0-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. One left for the Cubs. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Tyler Chatwood, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Stepping into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Standing in, Jesse Winker. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Castellanos on at first. Nobody out. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 now. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Joey Votto is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Left side, but well fouled. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Full count now. 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
First delivery to him on the way. Eugenio Suarez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way.
And this one gets away. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And it's fouled away. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So stepping in, Freddie Galvis. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. Here comes the first pitch.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Descalso is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. One inning in the books here. Reds out in front, 1-0. In now, Albert Almora, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Albert Almora.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Castellanos is there. One pitch, one out.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Into the box now, David Bodie. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Fielded by Votto. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Into the box now, Daniel Descalso, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Men on third with two down. To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and two away. Two 2-0 count. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Winker is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand one. They're down 1-0. Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And this is up and in, ball one.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Nick Senzel, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Digging in, Nick Senzel. First pitch on its way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Descalso will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Standing in now, Luis Castillo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Squares to bunt, but he can't connect. Strike 1.
That's not great form right there, but you can't be surprised. A lot of these guys were not asked to bunt coming up through the minor leagues, so don't expect every sac bunt to get down.
Chatwood is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Nick Castellanos now. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here he comes again. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. And now the Cubs pitcher, Tyler Chatwood. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball, 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge nod.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled away. The 1-2. It swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
From the belt, the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
That's the ball. 1-0.
One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Two 0 count. The pitch.
3 balls, no strikes.
Runners on first with one down. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now back. Shortstop. Javier Baez.
And that brings up Javi Baez as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Runners are at first and second with one away. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind in the count with guys on base.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Victor Caratini is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Behind 0-2 now.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Check swing grounder to the right side. He's got it. Galvis. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jesse Winker. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Fouled off. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Lifted in the air out to right. Oh, and he misses it. Legs churning. He's headed for second. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Runner at second now as a result of the error, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joey Votto. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And that one got a piece of him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Eugenio Suarez stands in as he looks at ball one here. The 1-0 home.
Ball inside.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt. Throw over to third here. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Digging in, Mike Moustakas earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
2-0 now. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
2-0 now. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Now that
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping up to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He drew a base on balls his first time up. This is popped up. Bryant over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they wind up with a couple of gift runs here on no hits as the runs were pretty much handed to them. 3 innings complete. The Reds are on top 3-0. All set for the start of the 4th. Ready now, Albert Almora. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Standing in, David Bodie. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
right fielder, number 8, Ian.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
1 ball, no strike.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Winker is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Striding into the box, Nick Senzel. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that's over. 3-1.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. The ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Almora's got it, and there is one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
That's the ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 33. Winker.
At the plate now, Jesse Winker, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 3 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Hit to first. Rizzo is there, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball after this. Sonny Gray will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Number 54.
Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you could even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Number 19, Jared Young.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Pulled toward right center field. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And the run is in to score from second.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
So now to the plate, Chris Bryant, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. I'm set with the 0-1. Bounce to first. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The first baseman.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. A couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And he falls behind 0-2. A man at third with 1 away. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Deaver. A runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Here's Javier Baez, as here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hold. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. One and two.
Count.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2.
Ball.
A runner on first with 2 away. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to third.
Boy, there were big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Bounce it to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits. No errors, and a couple of men left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Kyle Ryan will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.